Hello friends, our today's topic of discussion is frequency hopping spread spectrum. The objectives of today's lecture are to understand the concept of frequency hopping spread spectrum and to discuss advantages and applications of FHSS. FHSS or frequency hopping spread spectrum. It is a method of transmitting radio signals by rapidly changing the carrier frequency among many distinct frequencies occupying a large spectral band. The changes are controlled by a code known to both the transmitter and receiver. In this technique, carrier frequencies are used for the modulation is varied by predefined PRBS, that is pseudo random binary sequence generator. The PN sequence or PRBS generator is used, which is known to both the transmitter and receiver. Here the information bits are carried by different frequencies. FHSS delivers capacity of about 3 Mbps. It is very robust technology. It is used for point to multi-point scenario. Basically, there are two types of FHSS, that is frequency hopping. First, slow frequency hopping, and second is a fast frequency hopping. In slow frequency hopping, the symbol rate, that is RS, of the MFSK signal is an integral multiple of the hop rate, that is RH. That means several symbols are transmitted corresponding to each frequency hop. Here, each frequency hop, it indicates several symbols. So, what does it indicate? The frequency hopping takes place slowly. Now, in the second type, that is fast frequency hopping, the hop rate RH is an integral multiple of FSK symbol rate, that is RS. That means during the transmission of one symbol, the carrier frequency will hop several times. Each symbol transmission indicates several frequency hops. Thus, the frequency hopping takes place very fast or at a fast rate. So, the name is given, that is fast frequency hopping. In frequency hopping spread spectrum system, the transmitted signal is spread across multiple channels. In example, it is given, that is the full bandwidth is divided into 8 channels, like from F1 to F8, centered at F1 through F8. The signal hops between them in the following sequences are, for example, F5, then signal will be transmitted at the frequency F8, then F3, F6, next is F1 and so on, like F7, F4 and F2. Now see the FHSS transmitter. Here we can see the blocks which are used. M-array FSK modulator is used over here. We have seen that is the working of M-array FSK modulator previously. So you know that is what will be the output of M-array FSK modulator. That signal will be multiplied with a code, and how to select that code, it depends on the frequency synthesizer. So directly PN generator code, it is not applied to your multiplier. It depends on the frequency synthesizer. Okay, so it will be selecting a frequency hops and then that will be applied to your multiplier. So M-array FSK signal or MFSK signal will be multiplied with the PN code selected by the frequency synthesizer and then it is applied to the bandpass filter. So see, the input to the M-array FSK modulator is binary data. So we will be getting the output, that is MFSK signal. Then the frequency hops we are getting over here selected with the help of frequency synthesizer. Here the 1, 2 up to n, that is successive bits of the PN code generator are shown. Then we can see that is this is nothing but a mixer. Mixer, it is a combination of multiplier and bandpass filter. And the output we are getting MFSK, that is frequency hopping M-array FSK signal over here. Okay, so this is what a FHSS transmitter. In this, the bandpass filter is designed to select only some frequency components, rejecting all other components. The sum components of frequency is then transmitted. The successive k bits of input binary data sequence will form one symbol. Such symbols can be transmitted using M-array FSK system with m is equal to 2 raised to k. And the M-array FSK modulator will assign a distinct frequency for each of these M symbols. Here, each frequency hop is mixed with MFSK signal to produce a transmitted signal, and the frequency hops at output of frequency synthesizer are controlled by the successive bits at the output of your PN code generator. The output bits of PNC generator change randomly. Therefore, the synthesizer output frequency will also change randomly. Hence, the frequency hops produced will vary in random nature. If the number of successive bits at output of PN generated are n, for example, then the total number of frequency hops will be 2 raised to n. The total bandwidth of transmitted FH-MFSK signal is equal to the sum of all frequency hops. Therefore, the bandwidth of transmitted signal is very large, of the order of few gigahertz. So this is all about FHSS transmitter. Now we can see, that is, if the signals, how they are represented. The signal FH, MFSK signal. So in the other way, we can see the signals, they are transmitted at different frequencies over here. So if hacker will be trying to find out that frequency, that signal, it before detecting that signal, it will be hopped to the new frequency. Again, if the hacker or the unintentional or intentional jamming is there, in that case also the signal will be hopped to the next frequency. So it's very difficult to find out or to detect the signal. Now coming to the next one, that is FH-MFSK receiver. Due to large bandwidth occupied by FH-MFSK signal, the coherent detection of this signal is possible within each hop. This is because for coherent detection, the phase synchronization of the locally generated carrier with the transmitted carrier is essential. But frequency synthesizer used in FH-MFSK receiver is unable to maintain this phase coherence or over successive hops. Therefore, most frequency hop spread spectrum systems use non-coherent M-array modulation technique. So this is the block diagram for the FHSS receiver. So we can see that the received signal or FH-MFSK signal is given to the multiplier. Then again the same drama, that is same PN sequence code will be used, and frequency synthesizer is used to select the frequency hop. That signal will be multiplied with frequency hop, and then it is applied to bandpass filter, which is nothing but again combination. The mixer is used over here, which is a combination of multiplier as well as bandpass filter. Then the output is applied to M-array FSK demodulator over here. So here the received signal is applied to the mixer, and the other input to the mixer comes from the digital frequency synthesizer that we have seen. At the output of the multiplier, we get an input signal. Again, the sum and difference component. Out of these frequency components, the difference component will be selected by the bandpass filter, and this difference signal is MFSK signal. So which block we are using? That is M-array demodulator over here. The MFSK signal at the mixer output is then applied to the demodulator. At the output of this detector will get a binary signal, that is binary data. So this is the reconstruction of FHSS, or what we can say original signal. Next, here we can see the individual tone of shortest duration. It is defined as a chip in the FH-MFSK system. This is completely different from definition of chip in DSSS BPSK. The chip rate, that is RC, for FH-MFSK system, it is defined as max of RH, RS. RH is hop rate, whereas RS is symbol rate. The chip rate, that is RC, it is higher of RH or IS for slow hopping. Let here RB, which represents the bit rate of the incoming signal, RS is the symbol rate and RH is the hop rate. Then the relation between them we can write like chip rate is equal to RC is equal to RS is equal to RB divided by K, whereas K is a log of M, or you can say M is equal to 2 raised to K, that is M array FSK. K bit messages are there. Thus what it tells, that is the chip rate is equal to symbol rate, because the symbol rate is higher than the hop rate for slow hopping system, that is RS is greater than equal to RH and each symbol is made up of K bits. Here the processing gain, that is nothing but a ratio of bandwidth of spreaded spectrum signal to the bandwidth of unspreaded signal. The bandwidth of spread spectrum or spread signal, here we can find out by considering the number of bits at the output of PN generator n, therefore the number of combinations will be 2 raised to n. Hence the number of frequency hops will be 2 raised to n. Here we can find out the bandwidth is nothing but 2 raised to n into Fs. Then the processing gain in terms of the 2 raised to n, we can find out, that is the processing gain is nothing but bandwidth of spreaded signal at the numerator, that is 2 raised to n into Fs divided by Fs. So Fs will get cancelled out. We are getting the output, or we are getting the processing gain, that is nothing but 2 raised to n. Now the FH-MFSK transmitter, it has following parameters. We are going to consider the number of bits per MFSK symbol, that is K is equal to 2. Number of MFSK tones, that is M is equal to 2 raised to K, that is nothing but 2 raised to 2. So 4 tones will be there. Then the length of PN sequence per hop, it is given in the example, that is N is equal to 3. So total number of frequency hops is equal to 2 raised to N is equal to 2 raised to 3 is equal to 8. Now it is asked to draw FH-MFSK signal showing the variation in the frequency with respect to time for one complete period of PN sequence. Now we have the sequence is given, that is 0 0 111 0 0 11 0 0 1 0 0 1. Therefore, we can find out the period of one PN sequence is 2 raised to 4 minus 1, that is nothing but 15. So, how to represent all these waveforms? If it is asked to draw the waveform, then how to represent that? So, we need to consider here the number of symbols transmitted in one frequency hop is 2. So, the total number of symbols is M is equal to 4. So, the symbols will be like 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 as well as 1, 1. They are corresponding to each symbol. The MFSK modulator generates 4 frequencies. That is here F1, F2, F3 and F4 respectively. Thus, the corresponding to each hop, 2 of these frequencies will be transmitted. For example, during the first hop period, the message transmitted at, for example, 0, 0, and that the transmitted frequency will be FH plus F2. If the transmitted signal is 1, 1, then the transmitted frequency will be FH plus F4. So here we can see, first what we need to do on the x-axis, you need to consider binary data as well as PN code. On the y-axis, you need to consider frequency. So binary data which is given in the example is 0, 1. PN sequence we are having 0, 0, 1. See, if 3 number of bits are used, 2 raised to n is equal to 2 raised to 3. That means 8 possible codes are there. So 8 possible codes means what? 0, 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1. So into that the PN sequence which we have selected is 0, 0, 1. And the binary data what we are having, the first data, that is 0, 1. So how the signal will be represented? See, so your signal, it is at FH plus F2. So this is the signal. How to find out this? 0, 0, 1, it indicates first frequency hop. And into that 0, 1 indicates the frequency added is F2. So FH plus F2. So signal will be present over here. Now, you can find out for the data, that is binary data is a 1 1. In that case, the same PN sequence is used, so same frequency slot we are using over here, and as it is 1 1 1 1, what it represents? FH plus F4. So here will be your signal at this frequency, or the signal will be occupied, it will occupy this frequency band. So it will be hop from one to another frequency. So this is what slow hopping, because for four or two symbols, one PN sequence is used. Okay, so this is known as a slow hopping. So in detail, for the same example, previous example, we can find out. So now, if it is asked to draw the FH MFSK signal, what we need to do? We need to draw this. We need to write down all the frequencies here, FH 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to that. Now we need to write down input binary data as well as PN sequence. Obviously, if 3 bits are there, there will be only 8 combinations right from 000 to 111. So this one block, these two blocks, what they indicate, that is the first half will be FH plus F1. The second half here, it will be FH plus F2. Similarly, make two parts of this, FH plus F3 and FH plus F4. So here, initially, the PN sequence which is selected is 001. 001 means FH1. The input data is 01. 01, what it indicates? Whichever FH you are having plus F2. Now FH, that is frequency hop, it is decided by PN sequence. So what is your PN sequence? 001, that is FH1. So we need to select this whole block. Into that your signal will be transmitted. But there are again 4 parts we have seen in the previous diagram, that is F1, F2, F3, F4. Then where it should be? That will be decided with the help of binary data. Now your binary data is 01, that means F2. So your signal will be here. F1, sorry. Okay. Next to that, what we can say for 1, 1, here it will be. Okay. Now, if your PN sequence is this, on that time your signal will be here. Then for 1, 0, again here it will be. For 0, 0, here it will be. Again for 1, 0. Similarly, we can show this. Now see, we have seen for slow hopping. Now for fast hopping, what it will be? The thing that is in previous, for slow hopping, only one PN sequence was used, and on that 2 symbols were transmitted. Now in fast hopping, it is divided. That is only one binary data we are having 0, 1, and 2 codes are used, so that the same data will be hopped to the with the help of first frequency hop, and then again it will be hopped to the new frequency. See here, again the same things we have used, like 4 combinations. The binary data is 0, 1 over here. So 0, 1, what it indicates? FH plus F2. And how to decide this FH? That is frequency hop. It depends on PN sequence. Now this PN sequence is, for example, 0, 0, 1. So we need to consider this triangle. So at this it is present. So where it will be? Again in this block, that is at F2. So this is shaded. Now again data is same, that means your frequency, added frequency is same, that is F2. But at what will be your frequency hop? Which will be your frequency hop? Again it depends on your PN sequence. So now it is 0, 1, 0. So after 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, there is a next one, that is 0, 1, 0. So here it will be hop. So this is what fast frequency hopping. One symbol will be transmitted at different PN codes or different frequency hops. Okay, so this is what fast hopping. Now we can see the difference between two FHSS and DSSS. Multiple frequencies are used in FHSS, as well as we can see in DSSS single frequency is used. If you see for first one, it's hard to find the user's frequency at any instant of time. Here, in case of DSSS, user frequency once allotted, it is always the same. Again, frequency reuse is allowed in FHSS, whereas it is not allowed in DSSS. sender need not wait. Obviously, in case of DSSS, sender has to wait if the spectrum is busy. The power strength of the signal is high in case of FHSS as well as it is whereas it is low in case of DSSS. Stronger end penetrates through the obstacles. In DSSS, it is weaker compared to FHSS. In this case, it is never affected by the interference. Obviously, in DSSS, it can be affected by interference. The FHSS is cheaper as compared to DSSS, and the commonly used technique is FHSS if you compare with DSSS. The benefits or advantages of FHSS are it provides very robust transmission path in the presence of interferences such as multipath, noise and other wireless transmissions due to support of wide bandwidth. Next, it can be employed in point to multipoint applications. It supports about 10 nearby wireless LAN compliant APs, that is access points. It provides security against any kind of intrusion as only transmitter and receiver are aware of PN codes. Whereas some drawbacks are there or disadvantages, it supports lower data rate of 3 Mbps compared to 11 Mbps supported by DSSS. As FHSS relies on carrier frequencies to transmit information bits, it leads to strong bursty errors due to frequency selective fading. It supports lower coverage range due to high SNR requirement at the receiver. And the last, the modulation scheme has become obsolete due to use of emerging wireless technologies in the wireless product. Now the applications. First is wireless local area, that is WLAN. It is the standard for Wi-Fi. Wireless personal area network for Bluetooth. And frequency hopping spectrum have been successfully implemented in many space systems and avionics systems for multiple access communication, protection against jamming and interference, and various 3Cs, that is communication, command and control applications. Thank you.